Welcome student in standard 6 science class. Today we will learn new concept in part 2nd. Previously we have studied about natural resources, air, water, spheres of the earth, layers of atmosphere, uses of gases and ozone layer. Today we will learn about land. Land is also important factor for us. Can you tell what is land made up of? Land is made of soil, stones, pebbles, and big rocks. Is land flat everywhere? No. Land is uneven. Somewhere we can see hill and mountains, and somewhere plain. What do you see on land? We can see soil, stones, plants, trees, houses, buildings, water bodies such as seas, ocean, river, lakes and ponds. Does man produce soil? No, man does not produce soil. It is natural process. What has man created on land? Man has created houses, buildings, roads and tunnels on the land. If a deep pit is dug in the ground, what do you find there? We, we will find layers of soil in the pit. Now we will learn about uses of land. Land is useful for farming. Land is also useful to build houses, buildings and roads. We can grow plants on the land. We get minerals, crude oil and natural gas from the land. Now, this figure shows layers of the mixture in the bottle. Let us try this at your home. For this experiment, you required a transparent plastic bottle, a handful of soil, some stones, sand, some dry leaves and water. First of all, you have to cut off the upper tapering part of bottle, then put the rest of the material in the lower part and add water. Stir the mixture thoroughly and put it aside. Observe it the next day and answer me. How does the mixture in the bottle looks now? Do you see layers in it? You have to find and you have to tell me later on. Now about the process of soil formation. This process is natural. The process of soil formation is slow and continuous. The abiotic components of soil are supplied through the weathering of the bedrock. Weathering of the bedrock means breaking of the bedrock. Due to sun, wind and rain, the bedrock breaks down into pieces and stone, sand and soil are formed from these pieces. The roots of trees growing on the land also help weathering of rocks. So, the process of soil formation is slow and continuous. It takes thousands of years for forming 2.5 centimeter thick layer of mature soil. In this soil, we can see microbes, worms and insects. Rodents like mice and rats are also found here. Now look at the diagram. Layers of soil. First layer is formed by humus. Below that there is a layer of soil. Below that there is a immature soil. In this layer there is a immature soil and some small stones. Below that, soil and small rocks. Here, the quantity of soil is less and more stones are there. Below that, there is a layer of bedrock. In this layer, we get minerals. So, there are 5 layers of land. You can see these 5 layers in previous experiment. So student, do you understand? This soil formation process is long and continuous. It takes thousands of years. Now about soil erosion. Soil can get destroyed in short period due to flood, storm, human activities such as mining. That is why it is necessary to conserve soil and to prevent erosion of land. Observe the picture. This is flood. This picture shows storm and this picture shows mining. Now we will learn how to conserve the soil, how we can prevent from soil erosion. The best remedy for this is to increase the green cover of land. It means you have to plant more and more trees so that erosion of land is reduced. Do you know about humus? Yes, humus is the layer formed on soil due to decomposition of dead plants and animals by microbes. Humus supplies nutrients to soil. If there is a humus in the soil, plants can grow properly. Humus is also important for aerating the soil and for holding water in the soil. The proportion of humus in the upper layer of good fertile soil is about 33% to 50%. Usually humus is found in dense forest. What are constituent of soil? There are two constituent of soil, biotic and abiotic. Biotic constituents are earthworm, microbes, these are biotic constituent, and abiotic constituents are minerals, organic material, air, water, soil and rocks. Now about formation of fossil fuel. The process of fossil fuel took place underground from remains of living things. We get fuel like petrol, diesel, kerosene, paraffin and other useful materials like tar and wax from the fossil fuel called crude oil. Look at the table. This table shows portion of land, water and oxygen. Oxygen means air. The portion of land is 29%. The portion of fresh water is 3% and the portion of oxygen is 21%. Can we live without oxygen? No, oxygen is necessary. So how can we increase oxygen in the environment? If we plant more and more trees like banyan, we get more oxygen. Now just look at the portion of fresh water. It is only 0.3%. So we have to use fresh water carefully. We should not waste water. Now about IMD Institute. The long form of IMD Institute is India Meteorological Department. It was established in 1875. The function of this institute are observe the weather and to make weather forecast. You will come to know about temperature in news channel or in mobile. This institute conduct research related to changes in weather. It makes forecast about rain. Studies the developments related to global warming. So IMD Institute is working for our country. This institute has informed about Nisarga cyclone. Few days before we have taken experience of that cyclone. So student, understood this lesson? In this lesson, we have studied about air, water and land are important natural resources. Natural resources should be used carefully. We have learned about ozone layer. Ozone layer is protective shell of the earth. Then we have seen that air is a mixture of different gases. There are many constituents of air such as nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, inert gases, water vapor and dust particle. So, hope you understood this lesson. So student, read the lesson thoroughly and for further information refer Diksha app. Now, new words. Write down these new words in your notebook 5 times. Atmosphere, hydrosphere, lithosphere, biosphere, resources, constituents, helium, metropolitan, meteorological, chlorofluorocarbon, tetrachloride, and krypton. Thank you for watching chapter 1.